Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome back to episode 6 of Win 1 Take 1. It's a series where I go through Rugby League Live 2, I have my own team. We started off with some random championship side from England or whatever, and basically we've been taking on sides through the NRL from 16 to 1 from the 2013 season and the 2013 rosters, and if we beat them, we get 3 of their players. If we beat them by 20 points or more, we get 4 players, and then say every 10 points extra scored, so 40, 50, whatever, we get an extra player. And if we lose, which hopefully won't happen, but should we lose, I think we lost once thus far, and that was to the Raiders, disappointingly. Go back and watch those episodes, previous ones, to see, how we got the team that we got right now. But yeah, if we lose 2 players, so we have lost some players, but you can go back and have a look at that if you want to see who they were. Moving on to the game, we got Newcastle Knights and we got the Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs. I shouldn't get that wrong. I'm actually a supporter of the Bulldogs, as many of you already know. But the Knights side, they have a fair few players that we're quite interested in. You've got Darius Boyd. The whole backline is, very, very solid. Now, I know we've actually got a very good backline ourselves. We've got a great backline, I should say. See, Lawrence here, our backline combining, really. Chris Lawrence has been an absolute rock for us. One of the first players we got, as well as, Josh Dugan. But they've been incredible. Lawrence, in particular, has just been outshining everybody in the side, I reckon. He's been our best player. He's got the pace, got everything. But a very, very, very bad offload there to Joseph Leilua, who's part of the Knights backline, who for whatever reason was in the middle. I'm not really sure why, but he goes through and he'll just put the ball down right under the post. It's a try every day of the week. And at that stage, I was I'm not going to say I was screaming or nothing, and none of the KSI FIFA sort of style where everyone screams or anything, but in my head I was doing a lot of cussing, a lot of F this game, F the team, why my team suck, why do I suck, I don't want to do this anymore, stuff like that. The humiliation of losing. Now, I know Knights are a pretty good side, but I sort of pride myself on being really, really good in this game. And the fact that I was getting beat so convincingly, nothing was working out for me. And the Knights were they were all over us, to be honest with you. So 12-0 at half time. We definitely needed something to change. You can see the possession there. Completion is not great. And I was talking about, speaking of changing the game, we're going to do that right from the kickoff. Nightingale's going to get the ball, short kickoff. Not something I tend to do a lot of the time. It's more of a thing you see a lot of people do online. I haven't played online for a long time, but one of my pet peeves is everybody just went for the short kickoff. So unrealistic. Although it's not really a realistic game. We didn't hold on to the ball enough. We're making lots of little half breaks here. Well, not half breaks, full on breaks. Thaiday, that's his second in space of a few minutes, whatever. This time Luke Walsh takes a tackle, which is going to be very effective, as he's going to be able to just draw and pass to Mano Vadavai and pick up our first try of the game, and we're right back in the game. But you can see that's all it took. We weren't that far off in the first half, I'd say, although we were getting smashed. But all it took was us to just start holding the ball instead of trying to throw the offload every single time, particularly for someone like me who doesn't really offload that much. But yeah, I was trying to do it in this game. I don't know, had I just watched the game where there was lots of offloads or something, or it stuck for me for whatever reason, I just decided to just keep doing it. But yeah, it just wasn't working out. But you see Josh Dugan here, the break, and he drops it, and I'm not sure if that was me trying to offload again or if he just dropped it, because sometimes when you press the pass button to offload it, they'll end up just dropping it as if they had bad ball control. Got another chance here. Mano Vadavai is just going to palm off his defender very, very easily. Couldn't make the try line, but which is a little bit disappointing. Moving into the 75th minute here, you see they're going to put a kick in, and we defended very well that set. Lots of tackles from marker, which is just what we wanted, and it's so easy to do in this game. But what's not easy is trying to score after the whistle or whatever, which is what we're going to have to do here. And for whatever reason, I could score at will in other games, but then when it comes to scoring on the last play of the game, I'm awful. So then I don't know why I thought the short side was the better option, but I did, and it didn't work out well, and we end up losing, which means we're going to be losing 2 players of our side, so top 17 players, and it's only the second time we lost. You can see they're going to be number 15 and number 8, which is absolute heartbreak for me. We go through the side. Number 15, Luke Bailey, not a big loss for me. We only got him last episode. He's in the side, but whatever. It's not a big loss, but this one here, big foo moi, we're losing big fooey. And I was actually absolutely heartbroken with that, because we got him very, very early on, and he was so good for us, so effective. His big shoulder charges, his shoulder barges coming back from kickoffs, he's incredible. And the fact that we lost him, out of all the players we could have lost, we ended up losing Fui. I wasn't cool with that, and it was a little bit disappointing. There was a part of me that was like, just do it again. No one will know, but I thought, no, I've got to keep this series legit. I can't go around just just losing players I don't care about otherwise. It's not fair, and it's a bad thing. I'm lying to everybody. Moving on to this second game here, we're looking to take a lot of players from the Bulldogs. I was going to go very, very hard. The Knights game, I just wanted to win. I wasn't too concerned. They had good players, but they didn't have great players. Bulldogs 2013 side had some great players. Ben Barber obviously was awesome back in 2012, and this is sort of what his stats were based on. So he would have been a great pickup for fullback or 5'8". Probably the halfback position would have been nice. To know he's not a great halves player in real life, but could have slotted in well in this game. Obviously Morris, I think Inu was on this side. He was pretty good. Ennis would have been nice to have at hooker, or Hawkinson, Reynolds, everybody. There's so many good players. Frankie Pritchard would have been a great pickup. Thankfully for us, 11 minutes in, we end up scoring, and I believe it was Josh Dugan dives on it. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Matt Scott who went up for the high ball and hit it down. That's one of the first time I see them sort of hit it back. I'm not sure if that was just a thing where they tried to catch it and they knocked it on and just happened to go backwards, or if that was a legit tap back. Then they're going to throw a massive cutout pass here, which this is something that we end up doing, where we try to throw a cutout pass for whatever reason, and it ends up throwing it like 40 metres cross field. Chris Lawrence got himself in the right position, and we end up being 10-0 up after like 23 minutes or so. And you think with the position, we're just going to slot it over, turning it from 10 to 12. And Luke Walsh is a great kicker, and I'm pretty decent at kicking on this. I don't miss too many. I know the computer doesn't miss at all, but I don't miss that much either. So, 24 minutes in, 12-0 up. And Sam Thaiday, who on this game, or when I look in the recordings and that, sometimes I get confused with Fufu Moimoi, just because they look kind of similar. Everyone looks similar, so it's kind of hard to judge them. But from this sort of camera angle, yeah, it's sort of hard to judge. So at times I was like, man, did I get rid of Fufu, or did I still have Sam Thaiday? Or was that Sam Thaiday? Like it took a little while to register that was actually Thaiday, because I forgot that I had him. But there was a few little chances there to the Bulldogs towards the back end of the half. You saw Hawkinson, and I think Lafai had a little bit of a break, but ended up making the tackle, which is the main thing. And right from the start, they had a forward pass, which we're just going to capitalise on from the scrum. Chris Lawrence is going to go through and score ever so easily. It's just a draw and pass, really. And Lawrence has blistering pace in this game. I can't say the same for real life. Chris Lawrence at the moment, just too many knee reconstructions, but great in this game. We'll take it. It's actually a weird one. Like Chris Lawrence and Ben Roberts, who are some people who are really great on this game, and then you get people like I'm not sure what I'd do if I got like a Josh Morris or whatever. Like, I don't know who I'd drop or whatever. Obviously Josh Morris to go straight into the side because he's one of my favourite players in real life, but maybe not the best example. But Ben Roberts, if I got a decent halves player, I don't know if I'd drop them over Ben Roberts, because he's one of the better 5'8s in the game, and I know that because of the career mode. Ratings wise, he's very, very good. So we got the 20 points, so we will get an extra player regardless, because we're up to 22. We did miss the goal, so the only thing that affected in the game would have been going for the 30, going for the second extra player, but it didn't end up mattering because we didn't end up scoring. So there's the 4 players that we're going to be getting: 14, 11, 8 and 15. Now, I wasn't really thrilled with that. I was looking for at least a backline player. I was actually looking for halves players, to be totally honest with you. But at the same time, did pick up some pretty okay players, although more okay in real life than they are in this game. Apart from Tony Williams, who I'm super happy to have, one of the better players I've played with in this game. Actually played a lot with him. He's very effective. The Aiden Tolman, very, very underrated in real life, and I think it sort of doesn't work well with this game. He's not one of those players with big impact, although he will play a few games with us. But he's sort of like Josh Jackson and Dal Finucane, who on this game aren't the best. They don't have, especially Jackson and Finucane, like they are rated terribly, especially for Josh Jackson, who now is a Australian representative. The stats in this game don't reflect it. He's just sort of like another Nuffy who came out of the 20s. They just got like random 20 stats, which obviously isn't their fault, because at the time he wasn't a superstar player, but would have been nice to have a little bit better stats. Same goes for Lafai and a few of those guys. But yeah, that's coming to the end of the episode. Hopefully I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the results. A little bit different. We don't lose too often, but I sort of think it gives a bit of variation into the series. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Also, 20 likes would be very much appreciated. If we can get that, yeah, like I said, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. But yeah, like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Mr. Luke on YT it is, and you can find my Facebook page in the description below. And make sure you share with your friends, and I'll see you for the next video, guys. Bye.